Okay, for today's notes, we're going to be doing more multi-step equations on page 37 of our notebook. And up until now, all our equations have had one solution. So some equations have one solution. And that's what we've been looking at so far. But others may have no solution, so nothing works, or infinite solutions, so everything works. And we're going to look at those no solution and infinite solution equations right now. So let's go through and solve this first one. So the first thing I'm looking for is parentheses. I see parentheses right here. I'm going to multiply -4 times 2x and get -8x. -4 times +1 and get -4 equals -8x minus 2. I don't have any like terms to combine on either side, but I do have variables on both sides. So I'm going to get rid of this -8x by adding 8x to both sides. And look, this becomes a 0 on this side, and this becomes a 0 on that side. And I end up with -4 equals -2, which is not true. That does not work. That is not right. -4 is not equal to -2. It's actually -4 is not equal to -2. So there's no solution for this equation that we started out with, and they call that the null symbol, right? That's what we use when we say there's no solution to an equation. That's different from a 0, because a 0 can be a solution. So this means that there is no possible number that could work as a solution to the equation. That's what you answer when you get an answer that's not true. Let's look at the next one. -5 minus 9x equals 3. Parentheses 1 minus 3x minus 8. So I am going to work with those parentheses first, and I'm only working with this section, right? So over here, I'm just going to bring down -5 minus 9x equals, and then 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times -3 is minus 9x, and then I just bring down that minus 8. Over on the right, I can combine my 3 and my -8. So my left side continues to just come down, and I add 3 and -8. I get -5 minus 9x. I have variables on both sides, so I'm going to add 9x to both sides to make it go away. Become 0 on this side, and look and behold, a 0 on that side, and I come up with -5 equals -5, which is true. So if it's the same number equals the same number, anything is a solution. And that looks like this, the infinity symbol. That's what you're doing for equations that have infinite solutions. So every number could work as a solution for this. So that's how this equation works when every number could work. So let's go through these 4 examples and see what we get. So let's look at the first one. I have parentheses, so I'm going to do my parentheses, 6x plus 6, and then I'm going to bring down that minus 3x equals 6 plus 3x. Over on the left side, I can combine 6x and minus 3x and get 3x plus 6, just bring down the right, 6 plus 3x. I'm going to get rid of the x term on this side by subtracting 3x. And wouldn't you know, I get just 6 on this side, and over here it becomes a 0, and I get 6 on that side. So this is infinite solutions. Because I get this true statement, my x's went away, and I get this true statement, it's infinite solutions. Okay, let's look at the next one. So I have parentheses again. So I'm going to do 6 times 2x is 12x. 6 times minus 6 is minus 36. I have them again on the right side. So -7 times -2x is positive 14x. -7 times 4 is minus 28. So I want to get rid of my x term. So I'm going to subtract, because they're on both sides, I'm going to subtract 12x from both sides. This becomes 0. Minus 36 on the left side. Over here, 14x minus 12x is 2x. Minus 28. So now I'm looking where the variable is. There it is. I'm going to add 28 to both sides. I do that. -36 plus 28 is -8 equals 2x. This is being multiplied by x. I'm going to divide both sides by 2, and I get -4 equals x. So this one has one solution. You don't have to really do anything special to show that, except show that x equals the number. But that's one of our old-fashioned one solution equations. So this next one, I have parentheses. 8 times 5x is 40x. 8 times minus 3 is minus 24. Over here on this side, 6 times negative 3x is minus 18x. 6 times minus 4 is minus 24. I'm going to add 18x to both sides because that's easier than subtracting 40x for me. Over here I get 58x minus 24 equals, this becomes 0, negative 24. So now I want to work with my x's. I'm going to add 24 to both sides. And when I do that, this becomes 0. I get 58x equals 0. Now, a lot of people when they see this get really confused, and now we're talking about things canceling out and whatever, but really, I look at this, 58 is being multiplied by x, I divide both sides by 58, because remember, my goal is to make this coefficient 1 to get x alone, and 0 divided by 58 is just 0. And this is another one solution equation. You don't have to do anything special to show that. This is not a no solution equation. So be very careful that 0 is a number and it's one solution. It's not the null symbol. Okay, next one. On the left, there's nothing for me to do. I'm just going to bring it down. But on the right, I've got two sets of parentheses. So I'll do the first ones and then I'll do the second one. So I get 7x plus 14, and then over here this negative 4 gets multiplied by x, so minus 4x, and then negative 4 times negative 7 is plus 28, so be careful with those minuses. On the left side, I'm just going to bring it down, I don't have anything to combine, but on the right side I have a 7x and a minus 4x, which gives me 3x, and then I have a plus 14 and a plus 28, so those together give me a 42, plus 42. So now I'm going to get rid of my x's on both sides by subtracting this 3x over here. And when I do that, they both go away. I get negative 13 equals 42, which is not true, which means that my solution set is no solution. Nothing works for this because these are not equal. So those are your notes for infinite and no solutions in addition to those one solutions that you've already been solving.